Okay, I'm going to go out on the limb here and show you show you how what the main key to the seven seals. Okay, well, which they are very simple, really. If you read them over and over and over and listen to them over and over and over, you'll finally come to and it'll click to you what's going on here. To very start with, nobody can open the seven seals but Jesus Christ. Okay? He's the only one that can open the seven seals. It's Christ in you that opens the seven seals, not you. You know nothing. You're a blank page. But Jesus Christ can open those seals. He's in you, and you have to believe that. But anyway, I want to show you, just to give you just a little hint as to how to look at the seven seals, the trumps, and the bowls of wrath. Okay? To start with, it says right here, "Now I saw when the Lamb had opened one of the seals, I heard one of the four living creatures saying with a loud voice to thunder, 'Come and see.'" We'll see if you notice it's Jesus Christ. It's the Lamb. That's who Jesus Christ is. It's the Lamb that opens the seven seals for you. Not you, not your preacher. It's Jesus Christ that opens the seven seals. Now, what we have here, if you'll read over and over and over through every one of them and go back and forth with the seven churches, you've got seven seals, you've got seven trumpets, and seven bowls of wrath. Okay? So I'm going to give you an example as to the seven seals and how the seven seals are the revelation of what's the seven trumps and the seven vials and their time frames. That's what it is. It's telling you what's going to happen and the time frame it's going to happen, and what happens. It says, oh, this is time to start looking. This is time to start watching. This is it. This is the time when the trumps are about to sound. So that's what it is. The church gets the message through revelations. It's a 2,000-year process that the church goes through in opening these seals. See, it's Jesus Christ through this church, working through the church, opening the seals. So, what to start with? That's what that is. Okay, so that's what the seals are. That's a process of God teaching His church. That's Jesus Christ in His church. Okay, and then when you get down to the last seventh seal, the seventh seal is when He had opened the seventh seal. There was silence in heaven for about half an hour. And I saw the seven angels who stood before God, and to them were given seven trumpets. Okay, and this is the seventh seal. This is what the seventh seal here is. It's this going on right here. It's Him seeing these seven angels standing out before God to prepare them to blow their trumpets. And then he saw another angel having a golden censer. Okay, this is the seventh seal. The golden censer came and stood at the altar, and he was given much incense, that he should offer it with the prayers of all the saints upon the golden altar which was before the throne, and the smoke of the incense with the prayers of the saints ascended before God from the angel's hand. That's the seventh seal. Okay, then after the seventh seal is open, then you've got the trumpets. Okay, so everything's open. The knowledge is there. Everything's known about the trumpets. This is over a 2,000-year period of time all of this whole thing has been opened up to the church. Okay, so then you go down and you get down to the next one, and you've got the trumps. Okay, then the 7 angels who had the 7 trumps prepared them to battle. Okay, prepared them to sound. Okay, so the seven trumpets are about to sound. They're preparing to sound, and the first angel sounded, and hail and fire followed, mingled with blood, and they were thrown to the earth, and a third of the trees were burned up. Okay, that's the very first thing that's going to happen. And what you do is you compare this, if you want to know if this is the way it is you compare the trump with the bowl of wrath. This is the message going out from the church. The church gets the knowledge. It's now sending it out to judge the world, because that's who judges the world in the end. God does. Okay, so it sends it out, this judgment out. Okay, now let's take a look at number 7, the seventh trump. That's really the key to it. But compare them all, you'll see if that's the way it is. But it says, the 7th angel sounded, and there were voices in heaven saying, the kingdom of this world have become the. I'm sorry, I'm looking through my phone lens. Become the kingdoms of the Lord of his Christ, and he shall reign forever and ever. Okay, let's go down here, and that's the 7th trumpet. Okay, that's the 7th trumpet. Now let's go over here and look at the 7th vial. See what it says. It says, the 7th angel poured out his bowl into the air, and a loud voice came out of the temple of heaven, saying, from the throne, saying, it is done. And there were lightnings, and there were noises, and thunderings, and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake. Okay, that was it. That was the end of it. See, if you compare each trump with it, you'll see each trump with each vial, and you'll see that's what's going on. These horses, like the 4 horsemen, they ride through time, as this thing builds up and knowledge is increased, and who they are and what's going on, who the beast is, what the mark of the beast is, and all this knowledge is gathered up down through time. Finally, at the very end, Christ reveals everything just before all these trumps are blown. And these trumps are blown into the church so that message can go out to the world by the 7 spirits of God, the 7 churches. And they go out to the world, and there's obviously some kind of great movement that these two witnesses come about sometime around the 5th trump, the first woe. And that first woe, if you'll check that's when the beast rises up. And that's when he goes out to do his evil to control the whole world. If you'll compare that to the 5th bowl of wrath, you'll see that is the same thing. It's when he's unleashed on the world. So it's the message to the church, and then it's the actual happen after the church says, hey, this is going to happen, he's going to do this, this is what's going on. And then it happens. The bowl of wrath is it happening. And it's all happened. All this has happened simultaneously. All this has happened in the same year. Each bowl represents a year. All of this starts to happen in year periods, like the 7 years of tribulation. There's 7 trumpets, and there's 7 bowls of wrath. See, There's 7 churches, 7 trumps, 7 bowls of wrath. There's 7, and of course there's 7 seals that are open that reveals all of this to the churches, all of it down through time until the very last 7 years, the very end of the age. Those last 7 years, all of this is compacted into 7 years, and it starts to open up. Christ reveals it to the church, opening the seals. He sends out the message through the church to the world by the trumps, and the vials are it actually taking place. That's when the vials are when the church and the world are living this through, like a book of Acts.